The theme I've chosen for this evening is loss. But not loss of a loved one, no. No. Lost my train of thought. This story...
I think that's good on its own.
Let me take you back to a little village in New Zealand called Devonport, Auckland. My friend Brendan here used to be an actor, in case you couldn't tell.
Professional.
Very good actor.
Yeah.
Now, this village, Devonport, every year used to do a parade through the streets.
Indeed.
It's hilarious.
Christmas parade.
Christmas
Vlogmas parade,
Vlogmas
perhaps.
parade. Copyright infringement was always the thing. People would dress up as cartoon characters, and I remember one very sunny afternoon, Brendan required that I get my video camera and run down to the village in order to film him as an actor playing in the parade. Now, this sounds like quite an easy feat, although you have to understand, when I was about 13 years old, I weigh about as much as I do now. I was a choppy boy. And the concept of taking a video camera, let alone leaving the house and briskly hopping down to the village, is akin to climbing Everest when you're a little chubby chubster. So I want to say I waddled down with my little camera, got to Devonport, and I fondly remember waiting for half an hour as the parade went past, no one questioning why the little popsicle Michelin man was sitting there in the crowd with the video camera. And I was waiting for Darth Vader to appear, Darth Vader being my good friend Brendan.
Cheers.
The tragedy here in the story is that as a little chubby chubster dogle, I had missed Brendan's appearance as Darth Vader, and made it mere minutes after he had completed his parade and sat there filming footage for the rest of the parade, my friend Brendan never to be seen. The moral of the story, I guess, Brendan, is
that despite all this, I'm still friends with you.
Yes.
I forgive you. And I've encouraged you successfully to lose hundreds of kilos to weight loss,
to loss.
and superficial socialization.
Oh my god.
Oh god,
So
it's just so
silly.
true. And it's also something we've never talked about. Which is why I love it.
Starting out Sunday morning watching Vlogmas Day 7 from COLEY.
Good morning everyone, it is day 9 today and it is Sunday, which means I slept in this morning and did basically nothing. I rolled out of bed around 10 o'clock to make myself some breakfast because I was really hungry and ate it in bed and watched YouTube for another 2 hours. So it is 12:30, I have showered obviously and I'm just sitting down to edit yesterday's vlog because I didn't do it last night. Decided to give myself a little bit of time off last night because as I said yesterday I wasn't feeling too well. I'm feeling better today. I had a really good night's sleep. I slept for maybe 10-11 hours, so I'm feeling way better, but this afternoon I don't actually know what I'm going to do after I've done the vlog. I have to watch part of the Mike Kelly course that I was meant to watch on Friday but didn't have the energy to be honest, and there's a particular section that I want to watch before we do our house shoot tomorrow afternoon, assuming that the weather is good enough for us to do that. And I won't have time in the morning because we are shooting all morning doing video stuff for another client, so I need to watch it this afternoon. I also need to get this vlog edited and uploaded. I need to get today's vlog edited and uploaded this evening, so that I don't have to worry about doing it tomorrow morning because as I said, we don't have time tomorrow. But I do also want to take myself out for a little bit at some point and just sit in the sun and read my book somewhere. We have a bit of grass here but it smells like dog pee. So I don't really like sitting out here if I can help it. So I might take myself up to the park and get a coffee and read my book in the sun for half an hour or something at some point just to get some glorious sun on my skin. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what the afternoon holds for me, but right now I'm going to jump into editing yesterday's vlog so that I can get that uploaded ASAP and then get on with the rest of my day. The vlog is done. It took me 40 minutes or so. So I'm opening Media Encoder to export it so that I can go through and sort more of the intros from Sam and Brendan, because today was the last day of the ones that I pre-cut from last week. So now I have to go through and do a whole another week's worth quickly while this exports so I can upload it. It took me another, how long? Hour or so to put all of those into a timeline. There's so much footage to go and scrub through, but I've finally done it. There are a couple of days which are wildly inappropriate, but thankfully Drunk Sam and Brendan decided to film a couple of security ones because they knew that some of them were very inappropriate. So I have 2 backups, but also we missed a day and then did a day twice around the 9th to the 11th/12th. So I've had to drag one of the day 11s down to day 9 for tomorrow. For today. So today is technically one of the day 11s. I chose the more chronologically logical of the two. But yeah, it was a little bit of a shit show from like this point forwards because they were getting very drunk and I was very tired, so it was very hard to keep track of what the hell was going on. And they did some inappropriate stuff which I cannot show you. But it's all sorted now. The sun has gone away, so I can't actually go to the park. Well, I can go to the park, but I'm not going to. But what I will do is pop out and get myself a coffee from somewhere because I feel like a nice barista coffee. And I will bring it home and have some lunch here, I think. I'm not sure what I want to do for food. I think I've got some leftovers from last night which I can have. But I want a coffee, so I'm going to go get a coffee and maybe play some Pokemon for a little bit. Why not? Because I'm a nerd. Actually take that back because I need to upload yesterday's vlog, which I keep forgetting I have to do. So I'm going to do that quickly. Alrighty, well that is... Oh, smacked you into the dresser, apologies. Well that is... God, is it zoom? You can't zoom the front? Okay, cool. That is uploading. Now I'm going to go and get myself a coffee because my brain just can't handle things anymore. Coffee sorted, very excited. That literally only took like 2 minutes too, which was awesome. And I've decided I am definitely going to go for a little bit of a Pokemon hunt. Second phone in tow. Yep. So in editing all of the intros of the boys earlier today, I realized that there is one where they give me a lot of grief over how I've been playing Pokemon Go. I have an old cell phone, which I decided to start... using as a second account for a couple of reasons. One, because Brendan really wanted to and I wanted to show off that I could. 2, the neighbourhood that I live in is very far away from the rest of them, but also is very much dominated by every other team other than Valor, which meant that every time I went to put anything in a gym in this neighborhood, it was really hard for me to hold those gyms. So it was almost just a waste of time. So I figured I'd just start this up, get it powerful enough that I can get a couple of good Pokemon on it to help me hold some gyms and then build up the XP on this account faster. Because all the boys are so far ahead of me that I'm trying to catch up to them, but inevitably, because they all have auto catches, they're going to keep being as further away from me. But I'm going to try. I'm definitely getting closer and closer to them, but in any case, I'm going to go fuck up this gym now. I shit you not, I've been sitting on the side of the road here for maybe 10 minutes and I go to start the car and it won't start. I think that the battery is maybe dead. It's been a while since we've replaced the battery in this car, so it's entirely possible that it just ran out way faster than it was supposed to. But yeah, that's not good. I have called my brother, he's coming to rescue me. I hate when this happens so much, and I was talking to COLEY about this yesterday because she had this happen with the internet and Jules yesterday. The battery wasn't dead, okay? So what happened was it made the noise that it makes when the battery dies, because it's happened a couple of times. But because this has an immobilizer put into it that I put in after we bought the car, sometimes what I'm assuming has happened is that the alarm got confused and it was doing like your immobilizer is still on, what the hell are you doing, but the immobilizer wasn't on. So maybe the fact that I just turned the car off and left it for 20 minutes while I waited for him to come and rescue me meant that it sorted itself out because he managed to start it with no issues. So that was annoying because I dragged him all the way out here. To be fair, I wasn't that far away from home, but I dragged him all the way out here for nothing, which is always the way. I'm miffed because it wasn't working and I tried like turning it off, waiting a little bit, starting again to make sure it wasn't the immobilizer, and decided it wasn't the immobilizer and that it was the battery, playing with the immobilizer and the battery was dead. It does this. Now I feel stupid. Great, I'm going home. I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with it. I'm back now and we have analysed what is wrong with the car. My brother thinks that maybe the alternator is a bit shot, so it was something to do with that. Why it started on its own eventually, I don't know, but that's his theory thus far anyway. Ugh. So I'm going to take it in to get it looked at tomorrow, or somebody else is going to take it in to get looked at tomorrow because I have back-to-back shoots tomorrow, as I mentioned earlier. So it wasn't just me, I don't think. It was just that the car was being weird. So that makes me feel a little bit better. But COLEY just messaged me and said that the vlog that I uploaded earlier has 10 minutes of dead space at the end of it because I did something when I exported it and must have had like a clip at the end somewhere over here in the timeline that meant there was a whole 10 minutes afterwards. So I'm going to go and fix that. Hopefully without having to re-upload it. I think it's going to work. I think it's working. I think it's just going to take time for it to happen. It warned me that it would take several hours, so fingers crossed that actually does work. I'll check back on it in a little bit. Okay, so Dad has now also diagnosed the car, and maybe, and having brainstormed with my brother, they think that maybe the alternator is a bit buggered, but maybe not the reason that the car was being shipped to me. So God knows what's wrong. I think that we can all agree that it needs to go to the shop and be looked at. So it wasn't just me. There is something wrong with the car, and I've been hearing a noise in it for like 2 months, which may be associated with what is wrong with it now, and I've been trying to tell people there's something wrong with it, but nobody believes me. So now it's very validating that the noise meant something and it wasn't just me. So the car is going to go in to be fixed sometime this week probably, and it's drivable now probably. I just need to have my AA membership with me at all times just in case I need someone to come and figure out what's wrong with my car. So I'm scared of driving it all the way to Sam and Grace's tomorrow, so I might trade cars with people tomorrow for that very reason, but maybe later in the week it'll be fine. So right now though, I'm going to go out and get a Christmas tree with Mum, and we're going to set that up. I'm very excited. I was sold by the name of this place. We had to go to 1-2 Tree because it made me giggle. The tree is decorated with generations worth of stuff, and then all the paintings have tinsel. So iconic though. My brother and I made these when we were in year 6. We had the same teacher over 4 years apart, so I made mine, and then 4 years later he had the same teacher and made his. Still alive somehow. We were very little. If my brows look intense, it's because I filled them in to test that my tidying up of them was fair enough, and they're pretty even, which is pretty good for me. Normally they really just aren't at all. But I have been watching the Mike Kelly course, as Sam asked me to today, or over the weekend anyway. And I'm about halfway through it, but I am maybe 30 minutes away from it being dark outside. So I was thinking that it would be a good time for me to go for a run because I have to do some kind of workout today. And I had to have dinner before I did another workout because I didn't eat lunch in the end. I forgot about it with the dramas around the car and then getting the Christmas tree. Verdict on the car is Dad doesn't really have enough of a theory to go to our regular mechanic and say, hey, what's wrong with it? He says that the car's not showing any obvious enough symptoms. So he's going to drive my car for the week and see if he can hear the whining that I've been talking about, have any faults come up that he can tell the mechanic about, see if something happens, and I will take his car for the week. So I will have his lovely car for the whole week, which will be fun. But hopefully he finds something and sends it off, because I knew that something was wrong with it for the last 2 months. Like it felt like it. The noise was not healthy. It sounded like a broken turbo, but my car doesn't have a turbo in it, so it doesn't make sense. But anyway, he's going to try and see if he can get some faults out of it to tell our mechanic Israel. And yeah, see where that goes. But I'm going to go for a run now. I'm going to stop waffling and then I'm going to edit the vlog together. So yeah. I am post-run, which you can hopefully tell by the fact that my skin is red and my hair is very messy. Even though I've had a shower, it still looks like a mess. The shower probably made this worse, to be honest. But I am signing off the vlog here because I need to edit everything together. I don't know how much time I'm going to have to do any of that sort of thing tomorrow, so I'm just wanting to get it all sorted, uploaded, everything, and scheduled for tomorrow morning before I go to bed so I don't have to worry about it. I'm going to be up at sort of 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, leaving here at 7:30 because we've got an early start tomorrow. But in any case, thank you for watching today, all our debacles with the car and then getting the Christmas tree finally, which was really exciting. And I will see you tomorrow for day 10 in the double digits. Can't believe that we've made it this far already. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.